welcome to Delightful, Delicious, Delovely. My name is Christina Lees, and today I am going to be making a Mario Batali recipe. I'm going to make Mario Batali's penne with cauliflower ragu. I like this, I'm going to veganize it. They have butter, I guess, in this. That's it. I'll just use vegan butter, very simple. What I like most about this recipe is it uses the entire head of cauliflower, including the green, the stalk, and the stems, which I think is, I like the total usefulness of using the whole thing and not being wasteful at all, especially nowadays when we are in quarantine and don't want to waste things, because going to the store really sucks. It's really stress-inducing to go to the supermarket these days. And like I said, I like that it doesn't waste anything. This piece here has got some black on it. I'm not going to use that. But the rest looks pretty good. I cut the dirty end off here, and I'm going to chop this all up. And once it's chopped up, I will come back to you. Okay, I'm back. I have here, I'm going to add, this is 1/4 cup of oil. That seems like a really lot. So I'm just going to go with what I think is like 1, 2, 3 tablespoons, or 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. And to that I'm going to add, here I have 1 medium onion diced. I added a sliced jalapeno because I like a little spice in my food. This is the florets from the head of cauliflower, cut small and set aside. And in this bowl here I have the stems, the green, the stalk. Woo! I have the stems and the green part and the stalk of the cauliflower. Now, this needs to cook down on medium-high. Actually, what does he say? He says medium heat. All right. I'm going to cook this over medium heat for about 20 minutes. I'm going to add the onion and my jalapeno. You can skip the jalapeno if you don't like heat. His recipe says to add the garlic at this point and let the garlic cook for 20 minutes. I don't believe in doing that. I think the garlic will burn. So I'm not going to add that till about the last 2 minutes of this. What does he say? He says, combine the 1/4 cup of oil with onion, garlic, and cauliflower core, leaves, and stalks in a large pot. Season with salt. Here's some salt. Season with salt and cook over medium heat, stirring frequently until leaves are just beginning to wilt, about 3 minutes. Reduce heat to low and cook, stirring frequently until leaves are tender, 18 to 20 minutes. All right, so I'm not going to make you watch me do this for 20 minutes. What time is it? I'm going hiking in half an hour, so I'm trying to squeeze this video in before my walk that I'm doing with 2 friends, and we're going to social distance and walk 6 feet apart. It's easy to do. We each have a dog, so the length of the dog leash is typically about 5 or 6 feet, so it sort of naturally spaces us. And the sidewalk isn't wide enough for us to walk side by side anyway. Hope everybody's okay out there. It's really a weird time. I tend to be a recluse. I go to the gym every day, and I have a little hour or 2 of working out and being social with my friends. I'm going to turn this down to a lower heat. And then I come home and I basically brood. Maybe I'll shoot the show, which I haven't been doing for a long time. Watch a lot of documentaries, that kind of thing. And then if somebody ever invites me to do something that's really fun, I'm like, how dare they invite me out to do something fun? Don't they know that I never want to leave my house? And I would actually say no. My friends can confirm this. I'll say no to things that are awesome. And then yell at myself, like, what a fucking dick I am. I need to just... Most people would be so grateful to be invited to such a thing. It's so fun. And I'm like, eh. So I do get out. I do reprimand myself and get out. I never regret going out. Anyway, the point of that whole diatribe is that now that I'm stuck at home and I can't go out, it's really weird. And all that I'm missing from my day-to-day is the 2 hours or so in the morning every day from like 7:30 to 9:30 where I see other people. I don't have that anymore. So quite frankly, it's difficult not to just start drinking at like noon. Get a glass of wine or a beer or something and sit down, and I've been watching Narcos Mexico, which I find somewhat underwhelming. But yeah, it's difficult. I saw a meme, there's a lot of, people are very funny, and a lot of funny memes during this time. Somebody said that it feels like Vegas in their house because what was it? It's everyone's losing money. It's okay to drink at any hour of the day, and no one knows what time it is. I don't even know what day it is, because my days are always dictated. My week is framed by my workouts and where I work out and what time I'm working out and with whom I'm working out. And without that structure, I'm like, what day is it? I said earlier it's like the world's longest snow day, but like last week, I feel like this feels like the week in between Christmas and New Year's, with that weird week where you don't even know what the fuck is going on, and you also feel like I don't know what day it is, I don't know what to do with myself. This is going to have that feeling for weeks and weeks, I think. Weeks and weeks of not having any reason to get dressed. Getting dressed, putting on makeup, bathing. These are things that have gone by the wayside. At the supermarkets, I went to the supermarket yesterday, and they were letting people in increments. There's only 6 people in line. I got in, there was a whole wall of toilet paper. I actually bought some for the first time in this crisis, because I live by myself and don't need a great deal of toilet paper, but I thought, there it is, I better get it unless it runs out completely forever. Alright, instead of rambling for 20 minutes, I'm going to come back in 20 minutes when this is ready to move on to the next step. Oh, I also have in the sink here, I boiled a pound of some bullshit Kroger brand penne pasta. It's in the sink here draining. And with that, I'll be back in a bit. Okay. I had added the garlic. The garlic's already in there. So now the rest is, I'm going to add the florets. I'm going to add, they said 1.5 to 2 teaspoons of hot red pepper flakes. That sounds about right. So I'm going to go actually a little heavier though. I'm going to go a full tablespoon. I like it spicy, so it's a full tablespoon. And I'm going to add a cup of water. I'm going to bring this to a boil. I'm going to bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to cover it, right? Reduce heat to gentle simmer, cover, cook, stirring occasionally until the cauliflower is almost falling apart. That is allegedly going to take 22 to 25 minutes. So again, I'm not going to make you watch me do that. I'm going to let this cook down, and I'll be back with the rest of it. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I'm going to stir it around. Okay. Okay, it's very, very, very soft. I want it to be just, almost just mushy, just very mushy actually. Now, the recipe, the actual Mario Batali recipe, asks for, now at this point I'm supposed to add in, cook the pasta. I'm going to have to blanch the pasta to make it hot again. Did that off camera too. And I'm supposed to add 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan. Actually, what I'm supposed to do first is put butter in here. This is Earth Balance vegan butter. It wants 6 tablespoons. That's a fuck ton. I'm not doing 6. I'm going to do 3. 3 is plenty enough for my fat ass. It doesn't go to the gym anymore because it's closed. So while I'm hiking around the neighborhood and stuff, it's just not the same. So I'm going to put in 3 tablespoons. I'm going to let that melt in. What am I forgetting? Let's see. It says, season with salt, remove from heat, add butter, stir until it melts, season with sea salt. I'm not going to salt it again because I salted it earlier. I'm going to salt it on the plate. So then, the final ingredient, so drain the pasta, add the pasta. To this, you might want to have some reserved pasta water if it's too thick, you can thin it with pasta water. And then he says to add 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan, grated Parmesan. This is a combination of some leftover, does it follow your heart maybe? A little jar of vegan Parmesan and whatever I didn't have. It's mostly nutritional yeast. So I'm going to put that in there. Stir that all up. I would have preferred to use all vegan parm rather than any nooch, as it's known. I prefer vegan parm to nooch, but I only have the nooch. I'm certainly not going to brave the store and hunt for a product, wait in line and everything, and go look for a product and see empty shelves. Just not going to fight that fight. All right, I'll show you what this looks like. So then, once I blanch the pasta, let me get a little fork and taste this. Tasting it. Tastes very noochy. It's very noochy. So, yeah, it would have been better if I'd had more vegan parm. But hey, fuck it, in a pinch, right? And that's basically it. So I'm going to toss this with the pasta once I heat it up. And I'm going to garnish it with chopped parsley. I happen to be a big fan of parsley. I think it's an ingredient, not a garnish. It adds an actual nice fresh flavor. You might want to even, if you want to make this go a little further and have it be less pasta dense, you could steam some broccoli. Steam some broccoli and put it in there. Or some peas might be nice in there, some green peas for some color. You could chop some tomato in there. Oh, that reminds me. I have another great, if this doesn't sound good to you, I have a really great, beautiful cauliflower and pasta recipe with saffron. Let me show you what I use in it. It comes out bright, beautiful saffron or orangey thing. Hold on. Saffron's really expensive, but I buy this Golchin, Golchin, Golchin liquid saffron. And I use it's like $7 for this bottle. I get it at a store here in LA called Super King. It's in a different place in each of the Super King stores, so you might have to ask for it, show a picture of them, take a picture of it online or whatever, and bring it into the store and say, do you have this? It's great. It's really affordable, and it turns the food this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful orange color. And it's basically cauliflower and chili flakes and fettuccine noodles and saffron, I think. A lot of butter, of course, but vegan butter you can use. And it's gorgeous and it's delicious. So there you have it. I will this is tossed with pasta and garnished properly. It looks like this. Magic of post-production. And yeah, so again, it's not in this day and age when you want to stock up on produce, but produce doesn't keep. And I really like that this uses the whole fucking head of cauliflower. Oh, here's some other funny news. I was challenged by Miss Tori Spelling to do the 10 push-up challenge, and my friend David was here to go hike with me today. My friend Megan Gallagher and David Todd, and I had him videotape me do it once. I'll show you what happened.
Hi. All right, Tori Spelling challenged me to the 10 push-up challenge. I don't know that I can do 10 push-ups. I'm going to try right now, and my dogs are probably going to attack me while I try to do it. Don't, All right, ready? 1. Oh my God! Fuck! 2. 3. Fucking A! I gotta do them like a girl. 4. I can't do them! I can't do them! So there you go. I did 3. 5.
And then I did it again and I failed again. So I can't even do.
Okay, I'm gonna try 10 push-ups. I don't think I can do 10, but I'm gonna try. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God! 7. I can't do it. 8, 9. Fuck. 10. And I did. The last one's in the girl position. I'm such a puss.
See, I can't even do 10 fucking push-ups. I felt like I was going to rip all the muscles on my chest. It really hurt. I'm an old lady. I'm 55. Double nickels, they call me at the gym. Double nickels McCarthy. So anyway, all right, I'm rambling. This is delicious. I've made it 1,000 times. I'm not going to taste it in front of you. And yeah, stay safe. Social distance. If we want our lives to go back to normal ever, we have to accept this incredibly not normal time to facilitate a return to normal. I've been hiking around the neighborhood is allowed. I have dogs for cover to walk with. Like I said earlier, we walk with dogs, and the leashes sort of create a 6-foot barrier naturally. And with that, I am going to bid you adieu. Please subscribe, and I'm going to come back and make some more recipes. Also, I might do a whole episode basically on just what you can do with rice and beans and things. If you have a stockpile of pastas and rices and beans, the kind of things that have a long shelf life, and you don't know what to do with them, my blog is a good resource too. This channel has about 150, 160 recipes on it, but my blog has like 600. And a lot of them use seafood, because I used to eat seafood. And there's even a couple of meat recipes, because I had a meat-eating boyfriend for a while. There's a lot of resource there. So if you go to delightfuldeliciousdelovely.com, and in the little search box up there, you can put in black beans, or garbanzo beans, or chickpeas, or whatever, pasta, and see what comes up. It'll come, and you just scroll through it to see the various things. But there's a really lot of lentil and bean and pasta recipes, because I happen to really like those things. And with that, stay safe, and yeah, maybe I'll do a live thing. I don't really know how to do that. I have to watch a tutorial to see how to do it. But anyway, all right, thank you. Please subscribe. Check the little bell box down there, the little bell next to the subscribe box, so you will get notified when I post a new thing. And I intend to be posting much more frequently in the coming weeks. So thanks for watching. Bye.